Alright, so we're back. We're running light again. Every time we change, like start up something, like everybody's out.
I don't know why.
They come back like the next week or something like that. So, tonight what we're doing is we're basically following up with Dobby after his misadventure in the cave that sent him to another part of the world.
Poor Dobby.
Poor Dobby.
Down on his luck. Doesn't know what he's gonna do now. Doesn't know where he is. Can't find home.
I guess we'll find out tonight, won't we?
Won't we? So stay tuned. Listen to us all the way.
Yes.
And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share. You know, the whole 9 yards.
Here you are in a new land. Reverend is healing after he had a very ferocious battle last week with the werewolf. He was saved thanks to you.
Yep. Thanks to Dobby.
Thanks to Dobby. Dobby saved his life.
He owes Dobby big.
So he is recovering in his lair.
Okay.
He suffered grievous wounds.
Grievous.
See what I did there?
You mean what I did there?
Oh, and then Killian, the avatar of life and death, whom Dobby does not like.
I mean, Dobby will work with now. Dobby likes him now. Ish. I mean, he's helping Dobby, so Dobby's okay enough.
Yeah.
He's not full human, so.
Yeah, he's only, well, not actually even human, I don't think anymore. Oh yeah, he's a vessel.
Yeah, he's a vessel.
Yeah, that's the only human part of him left.
Dobby's fine with that. He's not human, per se. Only in looks.
Yes. So, Killian is off doing, his thing.
Yep.
He kind of, as the Reverend is healing, Killian is going off into his new land and discovering. Because he is a wanderer, after all. So, when he comes across something new, he likes to go and just explore.
Yep.
So, he will catch up later. And other than that, it's just Dobby.
Poor old little Dobby.
But it's okay. Because there's work to be found here. Lots of work.
Mm-hmm.
That pays.
Ooh, Dobby likes pay.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely explore. Let's see, how would he try to explore? He probably, what's in the immediate vicinity that he sees?
Do it.
Stepping out of the cave, what does he immediately see?
Yes.
Just a bunch of forest, bunch of rocky cliffs.
Cliffs. Yeah, for the most part. Up here, you guys are in kind of the central part of it's mountainous.
Okay.
It does kind of go into some wooded areas.
Okay.
Kind of as you get towards the base of the mountains. And it gets flatter as you go out towards the sea.
Okay.
So.
Can you see any form of village or town from here?
Yeah. I mean, you can see fires and such.
Okay.
You know, something that resembles, hey, there must be something over there.
Yeah. Okay. I guess he will try and go in that general direction.
Go to the closest fire?
Yeah, go towards the closest fire. So as he's traveling, he's gonna also try to look at like the wildlife that's around him, trying to pick up on natural species and whatnot.
Yes.
He's since he's in a new land, he's desperately wishing he had his mount, and might be seeking for a new one.
Ah, yes.
So.
Gotcha. Okay. Go for it.
All right, what kind of check I need to make?
All right. So you're just kind of you're traveling to the first first fire that you saw.
Yep.
And you're just kind of strolling along, right? Just kind of taking your time.
Yeah. I mean, he's kind of droopy right now, dragging the sword a little bit. You know.
Yeah. We'll go careful.
Oh, careful.
Oh.
-2?
-2.
-2?
You're replaying the events, kind of what transpired, because it's time, been what, a few days? You finally decided I'm leaving this cavern.
Yeah.
I'm stuck here. I might as well do something about it, right?
Yeah, because you can't go after the White Hand right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so, yeah, you're kind of going over how you got here to begin with.
Yeah. Okay.
And you just continue along the countryside, and you do see you take in the nice air, and it's sea air, which is new to you, really. So it's like, this is different.
Dobby don't like different. New place. Should have trusted those half-human, non-human humans.
Cursing Reverend at this point.
Damn the Reverend. Owes me back time. Now I have to go do stuff. Can't even do what I wanted to do.
We're gonna make another one. So this one could be quick.
Yes!
That was a positive for a film. I wonder what it is now when you roll it.
I'm curious. Didn't even go.
Where'd it go?
Pulled a Houdini on me. I see it. It landed cockeyed.
Yeah.
Oh, wedged itself in between the cords very well though.
Oh.
That's what it was down in there.
Yeah, it was positive right before it went off the edge though.
I know.
Darn.
So it's a 4.
4? 4 is still. It's not bad. Alright, so something kind of catches, corner of your eye.
Okay.
Okay, so you quickly look over and glance at it. Alright. And, you just seen it before. Large boar.
Large boar?
Yeah. Now this one is larger than what you're used to seeing. It's about twice the size.
Okay.
Okay. Because you take a glance at it, you're like, hey, I actually recognize something. And you're like, that's much larger than what I'm used to seeing.
So like in comparison to Dobby, who's like 4'5", how big is it compared to him?
Well, normal boars would be about same size.
Okay.
This one's
so almost human size. Okay.
Yeah. He's about twice the size of a normal boar. So, this one, like if you jumped in the back of it.
Yeah.
It would really show.
Well, I mean, Dobby's kind of used to handling big fellas. Question is, would he try? Actually, it's been a while since he's killed something for some meat. Probably try and kill it. I chase after it.
Dobby's hungry.
Dobby's hungry. He hasn't been able to eat meat for a while, and so he's still playing nice with the Revelin, like not killing humans yet.
Yeah.
He hasn't sunk that low yet.
So how do you want to approach this?
He'll just chase down after it, like on foot wise.
Okay.
And then as soon as he thinks he can, he'll jump stab it with a knife.
Alright, so we're going to make it quick.
Alright, still a 4.
Still a 4. Okay. Alright. Well, you catch up to it.
Okay.
With the quickness.
Quickness.
Alright, so go for the stab if you like. Leap into the air. Nice silver sword.
Yep, as it glistens in the sun. Alright, so that is a 4 to try to attack the boar.
That's what, a 2?
4.
4? Okay. Multiples.
Yes. It's forcing me to stay consistent.
Yeah. Alright. So, you leap at it with the sword. Mm-hmm. And just as you're about to plunge it into it, it makes a quick turn on you. And so you end up getting just the side of it.
Okay.
Alright. But now you have its attention.
Yes.
So it kind of turns back around and then just starts charging right after you.
Alright.
So go ahead and how are you going to defend?
How Dobby would defend is he would definitely try to throw a fireball in his eyes to at least blind him, so he could jump and attack the boar as the boar is still charging him.
Right.
So that's how Dobby would try to react.
All right, so you can go. What, quick was it?
Yeah, go quick.
Yeah.
With the fireball.
Quickly throw a little spark at him.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Go for it.
Yes, 6.
Nice, 6. All right, you succeeded, and also with style.
Woo.
So that gives you actually. We'll go ahead and give you a free little attack on.
All right, cool. Should have gone in the hole. All right, that's a 4.
Because you forceful, right? Yeah.
Yeah, forceful.
Gotcha. Well, still 4 is pretty good.
It's gonna go in the hole next time.
So you threw the little flare right in his face.
Yep.
Which kind of blinded him for just a split second. And so you took that for your opportunity and just jumped right at him. And you ended up scratching kind of the side of him again with the sword. But you actually grabbed hold of him. So now you kind of swing yourself back on top of him. Now what do you do?
As he's trying to swing back in, I guess he would try to either... He tried to plunge in one of the gashes he's already made.
Yeah.
That's what he would try to do, I guess.
Go for it.
Yeah, I'll take the 5. It's a 5.
5?
Yeah.
Nice.
I was thinking of boosting it, but I was like, nah, he'll take 5.
That's enough to finish him off, so.
Good.
You take that sword and just put it right through the gash you already made and you split him open.
Yes! Dobby has meat tonight. Dobby never got meat with the humans. Dobby's got meats.
Now you just need that fire.
Dobby make fire.
Alright, so are you just carrying his boar around?
No. Dobby definitely, See, how far am I away from the cave, essentially?
Oh, from the cave?
Yeah.
Well, so you're about halfway from the cave to the first fire.
Okay.
So you can either go back to the cave or you can continue onward.
Dobby will drag the meat with him to that first fire, but after he cuts himself out a nice little chunk and cooks right there on the spot.
To hold him over?
The whole spoils of war type thing.
You make it into town.
Yep.
Okay.
Still chewing a little bit of that boar.
Yes. This is a small little village.
Okay.
Really. This is actually much smaller than where you met the Reverend at.
Okay.
And as you continue walking into town, people haven't really noticed you yet until you get a little bit further in to where they can't help but notice you.
Yeah.
Especially since you're dragging this boar right behind you.
Yes, yes.
And you hear women screaming. And you hear them yell this.
Kalkatzaros.
Oh no. Guess Dobby is not very happy to be seen here. But he doesn't know that. So Dobby would look for probably a bar or tavern type place. Find someone that he can maybe either trade some of this excess meat for maybe a drink or information.
Yes. Well, you would definitely be able to find a drink here.
I'm sure. I'm sure. Question is it going to be liquor or is it going to be human blood? We'll find out.
Yes. Alright, so go ahead and roll your approach there.
Alright.
How you going to go about finding it?
I guess he would try to be process of elimination, like, okay, this is what they should look like bars.
So clever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright,
Does
so
that look like a bar? Does that look like a bar?
you're going to be clever about it.
Yeah.
You may not be able to read the language, but that sure does look like a drink.
Even though it landed as a plus in there. Okay.
Did it to you again, huh?
Hey, at least it didn't go in a hole. It's a total of 2. Total of 2.
All right. So you're walking around in town carrying this boar, and you obviously totally different language.
Yeah.
Not used to seeing this at all.
Mm-hmm.
But you're looking for symbols.
Mm-hmm.
So like you look for a symbol and you see it looks, the smithy basically.
Yeah.
It's like yes, hey, anvil, hammer. I know what that is.
Yeah.
Very well, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you continue around, and then you actually do find the kind of
Pub of Mount and Dew.
not really a pub, but more or less like the trade for food and such.
Okay.
Animal skins and everything like that.
Okay.
So, alright. So you walk up there,
Yes.
and you're greeted with this.
Καλικατζαρός.
Hey, Dobby. Hi, Dobby. You?
He looks at you, and he's startled and confused.
Okay.
And he says, "Yes, I speak that language. How do you know that language?"
Dobby, no. Dobby. And he's gonna gesture with his hands, as best he can. Like a silhouette of another person next to him, and then try to hand gesture teaching as best as he could.
Alright. So it's clever.
Yeah.
So make it clever and see where it goes from there, huh?
Alright, so that's a 4.
4, alright. And he looks at you, making all these gestures, says, "Aha. Yes." And then he says, he goes, "You are not from here."
Yes!
Says, you must have arrived on one of those ships.
Dobby scratches his head. Because I don't think Dobby would know what a ship is at this point. He's mainly been inland most of his life, so...
And he's like,
Kind of just...
He starts making motions. Like motions with a boat. Go ahead and make a check, see if you can comprehend what he's saying.
Okay. What would I use? Clever?
Yeah, clever.
Apparently, 5.
Alright. So he kind of like motions, like points to you, points to the box. It does like this.
A wavy motion, yeah.
Wavy motions. So you kind of get the idea of what he's talking about.
Yeah.
This large object that carries you across the sea.
Yeah. Dobby say, yes, but different. Yes, but different.
Yes. Well, he says, "My name is Phyllis."
Fearless?
He goes, "Not fearless, Phyllis."
Fearless.
He says, "Yes, this will take some work."
He's gonna, for a third attempt, see if he actually will. Alright, so let's see if he'll actually say it better on his third attempt. Fearless.
Yes, Phyllis.
Okay. Dobby.
He goes, yes, Dobby. I understand. You have come a long way.
Yes. Very long.
It is strange. Very strange. You thought that your kind was only native to here, to this region.
Native?
From here. Only here.
And Dobby would look at him just real puzzled. Only? There are more? Dobby?
Yes.
More like Dobby?
And he puts his hands up and puts a finger up. And he says, one moment. And he disappears into the, not disappears, but kind of goes into the back, rummaging through stuff.
Uh-huh.
And he pulls out a book. Okay? A small book, not that big. He brings it over to you, flips through the pages, and shows you kind of like a picture. And this picture he shows you is kind of like an old drawing.
Yeah.
And then he points to you and says, Dobby, and points to the book.
Okay.
Obviously it's in writing, you don't understand.
Yeah.
But he kind of flips through the book and shows you different pictures that's showing of what these creatures are like.
Yes.
Yes, and they're very savage. It shows like them holding a severed head.
Dobby smiles at that one. He holds up his bling.
Yes. And then he tells you, he says, yes, we call them
Καλικατζαρός.
Let's see if Dobby will even try it. Gonna make this. No, he doesn't even try it.
He gets to the
Kalish.
well, he helps you out since he knows your language.
Yeah.
He says it means goblin.
Yes. Goblin. Yes.
Goblin. That would be the word you understand, is goblin.
Yes.
In your language.
Okay.
Yes. And he says you are different than the other ones that we encountered. That's why the people are look down on you. They're not used to seeing your kind like this.
Dobby would kind of look sad. Just, mopey face almost to it.
And he explains, he says, they are cursed by the gods. Your kind. They are shunned by the people.
Let's see if we would understand the word curse. Nope. Doesn't understand the word curse. Damn it. Okay.
So he goes and flips. He sees the kind of like look in your face, kind of confused. So he goes into the book and kind of brings some more pictures to show you.
Yeah.
And he kind of shows you, kind of looks like a human, lightning bolt. And kind of shows some other humanoid people with different symbols.
Yeah.
Like a shield and sword and a skull, and it shows like the picture of the goblin. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And it shows it's a picture like him being banished,
Okay.
exiled.
Okay.
You know exile.
Yeah, I know exile. Not really, but yes, kind of know maybe. I get. Dobby would say, "Why exile Goblin? Why?"
he closes the book and he says, there is much to teach you. Do you have any friends that you came here with?
Did he leave Dobby?
Well, not to worry. This place is great for those seeking work.
Dobby can work.
Yes. He kind of points behind you towards this board, and it has notices on it. And he tells you, he points to it, and he says, right there, when people are looking to hire others to do work, they post them right there.
Okay.
And he says, I understand that you don't know our language, but I can help you. If you find something that you cannot read or understand, you bring it to me, and I will explain to you what it says.
Okay. First, and he points to the board. Extra?
He looks at the boar and he says, that is a mighty fine kill you have there.
Yes.
Yes, indeed. Yes. He sees the board and he says, yes. And he pulls out his pouch, and he basically hands you coins.
Okay.
Now, when you look at these coins, they're different than the coins that you currently have on you.
Yeah. Well, it's a good thing. I already got an exchange rate going. Okay. I guess since he's at least somewhat friendly to me, Dobby would ask him if he knows of the White Hand or that organization.
Yes. Alright. So you just ask him, White Hand is what you say to him?
What do you phrase it? Dobby, I look for people, specific people, with white hand. And he doesn't. He points to his hand.
Yeah.
I'm assuming he's white, right?
Yeah.
Okay. He
Wow.
says
White.
whitish, tan.
Tan, but
Okay.
yeah.
He says white hand, but he points to his finger and then shakes no. And
Points to chalk or something like that.
he points to the whitest thing he can find, probably the paper on the board.
Yes.
White, and then hand. And then he'll point back to his own.
Go ahead and make a roll, see if you can do it going clever with it. See if you can get the message across to him.
Dang, mine would probably help with this. Maybe favor for favor? But no, I don't think so. Well, I guess it's a 3.
3? Okay.
Yeah.
That's good enough to get the point across to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's not much elaboration on it, but he looks. He puts his hand at. He goes, white hand.
Yes!
No? I have no idea.
Oh. Dobby would definitely hang his head at that. Let's see. Okay, yeah, he definitely fights back a tear and keeps it from showing. Okay.
He does ask you, and he says, where are you from?
Would he know the land mass in general, where he's from, or would he just mainly know the town he?
Oh, he would know the area, the region he's
The
from.
region?
Yeah,
Okay.
he would know the region.
All right.
Or at least what you guys have called it.
Yeah.
So you just tell him that basically.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So he hears that and he says, He says, describe it to me.
He would then describe some of the places that he had been. He described the Black Mountains, the White Wall, and then he would describe the town where he met Reverend. That's about all he could really do.
Okay. And so Phyllis, he hears this and he says, yes, that sounds familiar. Here. So he goes and grabs another book. It's like a log book. Basically, when he meets new people and everything, because different travelers come to these islands. Because where you guys are is kind of like on the western part of the territory. So there's a lot of merchant trade, especially this island. This island's known for merchant trades and such. Okay?
Yeah.
So he keeps kind of a logbook of just different people he meets and just kind of descriptions. It's his way of kind of experiencing the world while actually leaving. Okay?
Yeah, get you.
So he goes through his logbook and goes through and he says, yes, I know where you're talking about. Hold on. So he goes and he grabs a map. And, he shows you kind of the map of the area where you're at. Okay? And then he puts it on the ground. Then he grabs a stick and then he kind of draws like a line in the dirt. Okay? And then he puts a big circle. And then, shows you. And he says, this, and he points to where you guys are. And then he points to a circle and he says, this, here, that is what you're describing.
Yes.
Yes.
How far?
He says, by these logbooks, months. Months away. That's by ship.
Ship, yes.
And he does the whole boat thing again. To help you understand.
Dobby nods and mimics him, but very sadly and like lazily, because he's like really disappointed. Okay. I guess Dobby would also then say, where are other... And he'd try at their phrase for goblin, but he'd butcher it and just say goblin.
He stops at the K. Yes, he says, ends up saying goblin, okay. And Phyllis says, yes. Well, they live in the caverns on an island.
Which one?
He tells you they change.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. As soon as we find where they're nesting, and then he kind of thinks of how to say it to you. And then he goes, he says, Misthos, they hire them to go and clear the caves. And if there are survivors, then they flee to another cave.
Dobby would scratch his head at that and say, so you hunt goblins?
Well, yes, but only when they raid our villages and they attack us.
Some goblins good too. Dobby good goblin. For now.
Yes. Wow, he says here on Svetlin, there is no such thing as good goblin. They have burned houses, women, children, taken them back to their caves, slaughtered them. So to see one in daylight is rare.
Damn it. Okay. They sound like a goblin to me.
He pauses for a minute and he says, "You may want to keep that to yourself."
That'll be different than normal good goblin. That'll be better goblin.
You don't have to convince me. And then he kind of shows you and he points to, a guard.
Yeah.
It's just kind of walking through the village in armor, which is different armor than you're used to seeing.
Yeah.
Okay? And he points to it and says, "You have to convince them."
How do we do that?
He says, "I don't know. But if you're going to survive, you're going to have to. You have to figure out a way to get in their good graces. But deeds speak loudly." He says, "Good deeds, they speak loudly."
Good deeds.
Good deeds.
Okay. Then he points to the board. Which one good deed? Because Dobby wouldn't know.
Yeah. Oh, he looks at it, and he kind of gives you a tip. When you look at it, there's different seals on there,
Uh-huh.
and he tells you that the most dangerous and highest paying ones have red seals.
Okay. So what's the whole order, like color-wise, what they mean?
You have red, blue, and green.
Red, blue, green.
So green is kind of like the, it doesn't pay very much, and it's really just kind of a, babysitting gig for the most part.
Okay.
Go and, kind of watch over this, or, I need you to run this errand over here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? That's what green is. Blue is kind of a little more dangerous, a little more risky, pays a little more.
Yeah.
That could be just kind of like, hey, just follow me, be my bodyguard as I travel because of bandits,
Yeah.
But red is like the hunting the goblins. Okay, that is the most dangerous one.
Yeah. Would Dobby haunt his own kind?
Nah, they don't necessarily are just those.
Yeah.
But it's just kind of.
Yeah, I know. So Dobby goes and gets all the red ones and says, "Read for me."
There's one red one on there.
There's one, okay.
There's one red one. Alright, so you go and grab the red one, huh?
Yes.
And you hand it to him?
Yep.
And so Phyllis grabs it, he looks at it, starts reading it, and says, "Put that one back."
But you said red help.
Red dangerous.
Don't be like danger.
He just, it's your life. She starts reading through it.
Uh-huh.
And he says, he reads through it and everything, and he kind of gives you a brief explanation of it. And he kind of gives a little history too. He says, "Alright, we merchants, we trade.
Yes.
Yes. Pirates. Pirates?" He kind of questions that, like, do you understand?
Let's see what he... Yeah, he gets it. Enough, anyways, to get the gist of it.
Alright. He says pirates, bandits.
Yeah.
Yes. Raid. Like goblins, except people.
Yes.
Yes. And it says this bounty is for them to go and retrieve the goods and also remove them from the island.
Okay.
To remove their presence completely.
Okay.
It says, this is dangerous. This is the third time this contract has been put out there. Which means that 3 others have tried and failed.
So that means Dobby get 3 times the money?
That means Dobby is crazy to go do this. But if Dobby wants to prove himself... What's that? Crazy wild? Yeah, I'll go and compel you on that one.
Yeah, on that one he has to. Crazy? Okay, there we go.
Crazy? It's crazy, it's wild. If you want to do this, if you want to die.
There we go. Dobby
All
come
right.
back, you pay Dobby? Or who paid Dobby? After.
He's looking at it and he says, each one of them, they have a name. And I know you don't understand it, don't read it. But he tells you, you go complete it. How does he say it? It's too much cargo for you to carry. You go acquire it, you run them off. You come back and let me know where it's at. And then I will let the owner of the contract know.
Okay.
As soon as he has his cargo, he will reach back out to me. And I will give you the money.
Okay. Would Dobby think of this first? Dang, that's pretty lopsided. I gotta. Okay, he thinks of slightly coming in. Okay, Dobby go do.
Good. And he points in the direction north part of the island, very north part.
Okay.
On the shore, there's this trade post. Well, it used to be a trade post. It was taken over by the pirates.
Yeah.
Okay. So since it's been taken over by them, it's all the cargo and everything has been compromised.
Okay.
So basically, you have to go and run them off.
Yeah. Might there be goblins along the way so I stay away from?
He says, goblins here, they come out at night. If they come out.
Okay.
They typically stay inside their caves until they feel a need to hunt. You know, there's people who will go and try to hunt them themselves with no contract just to prove themselves. And so these goblins feed on that. But when there's nobody searching for them, they come out and they make themselves known.
Yeah.
They raid, they hunt.
Okay. Okay. Dobby, be back soon. Thank you.
Yep.
Alright, so Dobby's plan that he kind of came up with is he's going to try and recruit some of the local goblins to assist him tactically.
He does say this, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Καλή τύχη.
Goblin. Yes, Dobby Goblin.
And he says it kind of instinctively, and then he stops and he says, good luck.
Thank you.
Yes. Alright. So your plan.
Yeah, so Dobby's plan is to kind of along the way, even if he's got to detour just a little bit,
Sure.
to try to befriend some local goblins to help him eradicate the humans. I'm sure they would be a little happy to help get rid of humans, regardless of type.
Yeah.
And then once they've eradicated the humans, help them move the cargo to the edges of just the, like almost bare edges of this town where he's at now.
Gotcha.
So.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yep.
Alright, well, let's see what works then.
Alright.
So you travel that direction.
Yep.
Alright, and you guys are going to go and try to spot some caves while you're at it?
Yeah.
Along the way? Okay, go for it.
I guess I would be using...
It can be clever because of the information he gave you
Okay.
and the map you've seen.
Alright, so 4.
4? Okay.
Yep.
You do spot a cave.
Okay.
So you go in there and see if it's occupied.
Yes, I do.
Alright, now how do you approach it?
I definitely do it sneakily because I don't want to startle my own kind. And I would definitely speak in complete Goblin. And just, kind of holler into the cave a little bit. See if there's any of his kind in there. So you'd say, what would he say? Well, in Goblin, of course, would be.
We're gonna roll the sneaky first and see if we can make it in there.
1. Says the dice. Actually, no, I'm gonna burn my Black Rider.
All right.
One of my Black Riders, so it's a 3.
All right, gotcha. That works.
Yep.
So, you stealthily move through the cave.
Yeah.
And then you kind of get a familiar scent. Yes.
Yeah. He would, introduce himself as a someone who got kicked out of his cave recently and is searching for a new cave home.
All right. Well, you do. You find other goblins.
Yeah.
Now these look far different than you do.
Yeah.
To any of you've seen, any of your kind. So, that you're kind of, you sneak in there, you're not noticed yet. So what do you do?
Like, how many can I see right now?
5.
5? Okay. Are they like around a little campfire or something?
Actually, they're sleeping.
They're sleeping? Okay. Sleeping. Does it look like they have a spot for a campfire in there or something like that?
Yeah,
maybe?
in the middle, yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, it doesn't look like it's been lit in a long time.
Yeah. Dobby would go ahead and light it. From his distance.
Alright, you're going to kind of do it stealthily?
Yes, stealthily, yeah. That's how he would do it.
Go for it. Nice.
Alright, so 4.
Not too bad, 4, alright.
Yep.
So you just kind of throw a little spark and
And
flares up.
Yeah.
And when it does, like, immediately grabs their attention.
Yep.
They wake up, they're startled.
Yeah.
They get up, and then you see they don't have any weapons or blades or anything like that, but you can see that their claws are extremely sharp.
Yeah.
And then as the light, kind of illuminates the room, you look on the wall of the cave, you can see scratch marks.
Yeah.
So essentially they, sharpen their nails just by clawing at the rock.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, and look, and they're kind of hissing at each other. And they speak, and they're speaking that same language that Phyllis spoke.
Okay. Dang. Like the exact Greek, or like partially goblinoid Greek.
Yeah, it was similar as you can understand, basically.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I mean, I guess in my goblin tongue, I would say hello, and say I'm looking for my kind.
Right. Go ahead and make clever.
3.
3. All right.
Yep, 3 it is.
So the response you get is hissing, kind of towards you.
Okay. I guess he would try and then comment on the same thing, since they're still hissing. Damn, 2.
2. All right. It doesn't seem like anything you're saying is actually getting through to him. Go and make a clever real quick.
Okay. 2.
2? Okay.
Damn it.
Alright. So try to help you out there.
Yeah, no. Okay, I guess I'm gonna pull a flashy here, and he's going to use his fire a little bit to just flashly make two goblins like shaking hands.
Images.
Yeah, images.
Gotcha.
Some basic images.
Communicate through the fire.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
And I'm even going to use my fire affinity to help me out on this one.
Alright, cool.
While I'm doing it. So it's going to be a 4.
4. Alright. Success. That's what I was trying to get you, to give you an idea on.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking maybe your character would have thought of that.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you're on the same path there. So it works.
Yep.
You kind of play with the fires, the dances, and they're kind of they're hissing at it, and they're looking at it, and then you can see they're kind of mesmerized.
Yeah.
Okay. So you got their attention.
Okay.
And then you hear them speak.
Αποστάτης.
Apparently I don't know it.
Yeah, they keep saying it over you.
Αποστάτης. Αποστάτης.
You're like, okay.
What is this?
Speak!
Use a language I know.
And they point at the fire, they point at you, and then they say that.
Oh, okay. I guess I nod my head. As in, assuming that they would be calling me like a sorcerer or some sort. Well, let's see if he would actually think so. Okay, yeah, he would. Because he knows that goblins that wield magic are a rare thing and are usually called such things. So he would assume they're probably saying sorcerer. So using the fire again, he would he's gonna craft an image of 6 goblins, Dobby himself, and then their 5 coming together, and then drawing their claws, and then a village of people.
Aha. So you're communicating the whole plan to him through the images in the fire.
Yes.
Alright, make it clever.
Yes. All right.
Nice.
That's a 5.
5. Alright, that's good. Yep. Success. You successfully communicate the plan to them. They kind of, you see a smile go across their face, and they hiss, but they're not in like
not in an aggressive way.
aggressive, but in like
an
delight.
agreement. Yeah, agreement, delight. Okay.
And they shake their heads, and they point at them. They point at you.
Yes. And then Dobby make an arrow. Let's go.
This way.
It's like, I got my band now. Let's go.
Dobby's like, when I get back to town, I need to grab a book.
Yeah. Goblinoid Greek, yes. Dobby needs to learn.
Greek for dummies.
Greek for dummy goblin.
That's what Dobby wrote this book now.
Must use fire.
Yes. Oh, alright. So you get them with you, alright? And you guys are traveling across the countryside. Of course, it's night at this point.
Yeah.
Okay. So, kind of perfect for you. So, you get closer to the trade post. Okay. Mm-hmm. And so, as you guys approach it, what do you do?
Alright, as we approach it, what does it look like?
Well, it's real open.
Yeah.
For the most part. They do have a wooden wall up.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of wood has the kind of spikes up top.
Yeah.
Okay.
How many openings?
They have 2 openings.
Okay.
That you can tell. One's a main one, and one's kind of like over here along the water is an opening, basically.
Okay.
Okay, so
essentially one by land and one by sea.
Correct.
Okay.
All right. So you have that, and everything else is kind of like they're open. They have about 3 towers.
Okay.
Okay.
Where are the towers located?
You have one at the gate,
Okay.
You got one towards the back, and then you got another one that's kind of along the right side, near the water almost.
Okay.
All right, and of course these the towers have ladders and such as well. So,
Okay.
but the middle of the area is completely open.
Okay. What Dobby would do is explain to them 2 teams of 3. Each team is going to take out one of the towers.
With fire.
No, not with fire.
I mean, you're explaining with fire, right?
No, this time I'm using the dirt.
Ah.
I'm using the dirt this time. That way we don't give away our position as far as Dobby's tactics would go.
You this rock. You that rock.
Yeah. Well, the way he do it is goblin, 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 tower, arrow 2. Goblin, goblin, tower, arrow 2.
Even separate them out and put them over here,
and Goblin Dobby puts his with little fireball in hand, so they know which one he is.
With light shining from him.
Maybe.
That Dobby.
Yes. Okay.
Alright, so you're explaining.
And as I'm doing that, I point out who is in what tower attack essentially.
Yeah.
And the objective is to take the 2 towers, 2 of the 3 towers, and then stealthily, and then raid everything else after that. Essentially, they would go wild throughout the rest of the town while Dobby takes care of the 3rd tower himself.
Gotcha.
And then it's essentially going to be slaughterhouse, is what Dobby is essentially going for. Let's feed on the hatred for humans here.
Gotcha. Alright. So go ahead and make a clever roll there.
Okay.
To see if you can explain this thoroughly to them.
Yeah. Hatred of humans.
There you go.
There we go. That works. So that is going to be a 4.
4. Alright. That's good enough. You fully explain the plan to them. And they nod and go, yes. Yes.
Okay.
They learn that word. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So they go ahead and start moving into position.
Yep. And then we go for it.
Alright, so you're going to go for it. Well,
yep.
So you go ahead, and I want you to go ahead and make a roll.
Mm-hmm.
But we're going to use teamwork here. So you go ahead and make a roll and add a +2 bonus.
Alright.
Okay.
Alright, this is the stealth to get up the tower? I'm guessing?
Yes, this is, you guys are trying to stay hidden, so that's what this is.
Alright, so start with a 4.
Yep.
Black Rider, we're making that a 6.
Alright.
Dobby knows how to be stealthy when he needs to. Pencil the laptop.
I didn't think that would actually mark it.
Apparently so.
Alright, so, yes. You go stealthily, climb the towers, and you take out the guards in the towers.
Yep.
So now you control the towers.
Yep.
Alright. So now actually you get access to an aspect.
Ooh, yay.
Oh, well, 2 of them. You got surprise, first of all. Alright, because you're still stealthy. Alright, but then you also have, we'll call it high ground.
Okay.
Because now you have the towers.
Dobby has the high ground. Okay. Well then, like we said with the plan, Dobby points at them to go all out while he is going to, let's see, does he want to fireball the entire tower or just like single shoot out the guard in that tower from here?
Oh, so didn't you take all the towers? Or is that what you're trying to do?
Well, you said there were 3 towers.
Yeah.
We only have 2 of them. So,
oh, okay. That's right. You split in 2 groups, not 3.
Yeah.
I thought you split in 3 for some reason. So really that was a +1, not +2, but it's fine.
Okay. It's fine.
Okay, so you got that last tower. Okay.
Okay, so we have all 3 towers is what you're saying?
Yeah, well, originally that's what I thought it was.
Okay.
Now you only got 2 groups, so you got 2 towers.
Yeah.
Alright, so you do have that 1 tower.
Okay.
Which you can't use high ground on that one.
Yeah.
But you can use surprise on it.
Yeah. Actually, it's a wooden tower, right?
Yeah. That's right.
Dobby lights that tower on fire at the base. So
Alright,
it gets
so
nice and high.
as
a
he
matter of
does that.
fact, he's going to actually do flame breath on it, actually.
Ooh.
That way he can get the whole tower nice and lit.
Alright, so you're gonna hopefully succeed with style.
Yep.
Nice.
So here we go.
Yep.
Man, solitary object. That's pretty big. I'm pretty sure it shouldn't be easy to hit.
Alright, so while you're doing that, what's the other group doing?
They're going to just straight up go in and start attacking.
Move through the camp and just start eliminating people?
Yep.
Okay. So basically they're going to give you a +1 to this. Okay, that's what we're going to do. Just kind of build it in there as you guys are working together on it. Mm-hmm. So you're going to get a +1 automatically. Now you can use surprise and high ground.
Yeah, I'll use surprise for mine.
Alright.
Since I can't use it against the tower itself.
Well, they have access to high ground though, so you can use it.
Okay. Yeah, they will definitely activate everything.
Okay,
they can.
so I'll give you additional +4, so you get a +5.
Okay.
Alright.
So +5.
+5.
So we're starting at 10.
There you go. Burn, baby, burn, right?
That's a 12.
12. That is a succeeding with style.
2 or 3 times over.
Yeah.
Here you go. So that makes a real nice, real nice little distraction too.
Oh wait.
Keep them focused on the burning tower, not the goblins slaying them.
Yeah. All right. So you succeed with style there. Fantastic. All right.
Yep, I believe I do have to give you this though. Since the tower is burning, or no?
Let me check that out.
That's
Yeah,
word
don't
for
worry
word.
about
Hey, don't worry about it. Okay.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
All right.
Yeah. You succeeded so well, we'll give it to you free. So
Okay.
you get the burned aspect now too for the area.
Okay.
So you get to use that to your advantage.
Okay, good.
So you swapped out surprise for burned.
Okay.
All right. Nice. So yes, you light it on fire just from the ground up. It just like a column of fire.
Yes.
Meanwhile, the other group's in there, and they're just going behind the, bandits to pirates.
Yep.
And they're just like slitting throats, jumping on top of them. Some of them are sleeping, and they're just taking their own weapons and stabbing them with it.
True goblin style.
Okay, they're just eliminating as they go through.
Yep.
Now there's still a few people left.
Yep.
All right, so go ahead and this one, if you act now, it's gonna be a quick.
Okay.
Because now that all the surprise and everything's out of the way,
Yep.
now we're gonna see if you're gonna actually able to do something quickly before they can act.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's what we'll go for. The dice definitely say yes.
Nice. And you do have access to high ground and burn on this too.
Well, let's just go ahead and use high ground on this. Why not, right?
Okay. Wait.
Make a nice 8.
Well, you have access to it. You already used a free one on it, so you have to.
Oh
spend
wait.
a fee.
Okay.
Now,
No.
burn you haven't used yet.
I'll save those then.
Okay.
I think 6 is good enough for now.
6 is good enough.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
feel 6 is good enough.
All right. 6 is enough
Okay.
to start. So you do quickly get an attack in before they can react again.
All right. Good.
All right. So how do you quickly? How do you do that?
Dobby's gonna help keep the attention on both the tower, the burning tower, and himself by shooting fireball on just individual targets
Gotcha. All right.
as he sees them. That way, he's not picking off one that's already being picked off.
Yeah. Well, that's what your roll was for, the quick roll.
Oh, okay.
That's what you did already.
Okay,
So
cool.
You did pretty good on that already.
Yes.
All right. So there's only a couple of targets left at this point.
Okay.
Because from throwing off these quick little fireballs to keep their attention on you.
Yes.
All right. So you do have 2 left out of this entire encampment, and they have their bows ready, and they fire at you. So
Okay.
go ahead and make a defensive.
All right. Let's see. I guess it would be quick for dodge, right?
Yep.
All right.
I do have the burn.
I think I'm gonna use burned. I use the shadows to help mask my position a little bit of the fire.
Gotcha.
So that will be a total of 5.
5? Alright. So, yes, that's enough to avoid damage. Not enough to succeed with style.
Yeah, it's okay.
So, but...
I mean, succeeding with style is only against a physical attack against me, so I'm fine with that. Alright. Well...
So, what do you do in response now?
Oh, Dobby hisses. Goblin style.
They firing arrows at you and they're just flying past you?
Yep. What's the distance between those few archers and Dobby? Like, where he is in tower, could Dobby theoretically jump onto?
Yes.
He can? Okay.
Actually, there's a nice little line.
Oh, nice.
Kinda goes
A nice
down
little
to
zip line you do? Oh. Oh, Dobby's taking that zip line.
Sees the zip line and smiles.
He draws, he's like... So he jumps up with his sword out in his primary hand, grabs on the zip line, he goes down, and he's going to try to just straight up swipe clean at least one of the archers' heads right off.
Go for it.
Black Rider makes this 7. Make it 7.
7. 7's enough, yes. You go and you just take out both of them.
Yes.
He's got to zip down and then by the time you hit the ground, they hit the ground.
Alright. There any left?
Nope, that's it. However, you may want to put these fires out. Because
Oh.
they're goods.
We gotta move quickly. That's all.
Alright, well then make it quick.
Yep.
We'll give you a +1
Alright.
for them helping you move quickly.
Yep. Alright, so that is a... Well, that takes that away. So 4.
4? Okay.
Yep.
Yes, well, 4 is marginal. You do happen to get most of it out, but some of it didn't catch fire and start burning.
I mean, what would they expect? Pirates did it. It's the pirates' fault.
It's the pirate's fault.
Yep.
So, okay, you did manage to do that and got enough out that you could.
Yeah. Okay.
As the trade continues to burn. Trade post.
Alright. Then, like I said, we'll just... we'll leave these close to, but not, like, within sketchiness of the town where Dobby got the paper for.
Yes.
And then that way it would be like close enough to near dawn at that point, I would assume, for them to have enough time to go run, hide, and sleep in their cave.
Yes.
So, yeah, that's what we do.
Alright. So, after they go back to their cave, what do you do?
Dobby goes to the guy. He's like, done.
Alright, make a... See, well, when you're going through town looking for him, how are you going to approach it? You're going to be kind of quiet, so you don't wake anybody. What are you going to do?
Let's see.
Start calling his name out.
Well, the thing is would Dobby celebrate this massive victory, like in true Goblin style? Or would he actually try to be sneaky? Okay. He's definitely gonna be a little Goblin style here. So yeah, he'll go calling out for the guy. But he'd probably definitely go to where he saw him last, and then shout out for his name.
Gotcha. All right, go ahead, make a roll. You guys going forceful with it?
Yeah, it's gonna be forceful enough.
Make yourself known.
Yeah. So it's a 3. It's a 3.
3?
Yeah.
That's good enough. And of course, she has her guards. You know, you catch their attention. You know, they have their torches in one hand. They draw their weapons, and you hear them yell out that favorite word once again.
Yeah.
And you're like, So as the guard kind of approaches you with the flames and with the sword, all of a sudden a familiar voice comes out and says, "Dobby, Dobby."
Yes, yes.
He kind of runs out there and gets in front of you between you and the guard, and he starts speaking to the guard.
Yes.
In the language that you don't understand.
And Dobby mimics him. He's like, "No, Dobby, no."
Yeah, and of course the guard is, you can tell he's really tense, and he's like speaking forceful at him. Yeah. So what do you do next?
Dobby politely pulls on the guy's shirt or shoulder or whatever, saying, "I'm done. Come follow."
Okay, so Phyllis, he talks to the guard, and he motions, for him to follow you guys.
Okay.
So they follow you.
Yep, and I take them straight to where the stash is.
Gotcha.
And then Dobby's like, "Da."
Yes. The guard, as he approaches it, he sees his eyes like wide in disbelief. Puts the sword up, and he starts speaking with Phyllis. And then, after they're done exchanging, the guard goes off.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, Phyllis speaking to you in your language.
Yeah.
That you know. And he says, "Well done indeed.
Yes.
The guard is very impressed."
Yes, Dobby good.
He is. And surprised.
Dobby good. Yes.
Yes, that a goblin would help. And he's also questioning how someone so small managed to get bring all these supplies here.
Dobby like, "Dobby, Dobby, Dobby."
He's flexing muscles.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Okay. He just kind of get a chuckle out of Phyllis. And then he says, "Yes, well, I will turn this contract in immediately." He says, "See me in the morning."
He looks up. Morning? He points to the sunrise.
And he says, "Later morning. You woke me. I'm going back to sleep."
Okay. Dobby will sit outside his door.
Okay. So, next morning, he wakes up and...
Oh, you mean later that morning?
Later that morning, yeah. He, exchanges the contract and with a gentleman. And this gentleman is also kind of, he's more finely dressed in like the purple and such. And, he has like this kind of thing on his head. It kind of looks like a crown almost, but it's not a crown. Because you've seen crowns before. You're like, that's interesting. It's also shiny. No. But they exchange, and you see him exchange money and such. So then Phyllis hands you the money.
Yep.
He says, well done. And you have started your reputation.
Yeah. Dobby would take out, I guess, what would be like an equivalent of 5% of what he got to give to Phyllis for translate.
Ah, yes. Translation fees.
Yes. You help Dobby read.
Thanks for listening for another episode of Saturday Night Gaming. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Tumblr, and Instagram. You can find other podcasts right here on Podbean, or even look at some of our videos on YouTube. Just search up Saturday Night Gaming. Until next time.